Hello. There's a kind of joy in owning a classic bike. This is mine, a 1978 Laverda 500. At the time of filming, it's 47 years old. It's an absolute blast to ride, but the bike is like this. Every trip is an adventure, sometimes in ways you don't expect. After my proper first ride of 2025, a round trip of about 3 hours, the bike, in true form, decided to give me something new to fix. The left exhaust had failed at an old weld on the downpipe, cracked clean through. Luckily, I got a break, found a full set of Laverda 500 exhausts on eBay, including the original balance pipe, which had been missing from mine since long before I took ownership, back when it was just a box of parts. In this video, I'm trying out a few new different methods to clean up the rusty set of exhaust pipes. I'll test bicarbonate of soda, wet and dry sandpaper, Hammerite Rust Remover gel, and Harpic 10x bleach. First things first, big thanks to the seller when he chuffed to have found the set. To start, I reached for the bicarb, mixed it to a paste and spread it on one of the pipes using a rough plastic scrubbing pad. You know, one of those green kitchen ones. I even wore gloves. A rare moment of organisation. With that drying, I moved on to the other pipe and decided to give the Hammerite Rust Remover gel a go. Had to fight to get the lid open. I've got a bit of a collection of cleaning products, so this one has been sitting around. Started off with a dodgy brush, swapped to a better one, then applied a good coat. Followed the instructions for once, leaving for 20 minutes, then repeat. Came back half an hour later to coat number 2. Meanwhile, back to the bicarb pipe. The green scrubber wasn't cutting it, so I switched to fine, wet and dry sandpaper, much better results. As for the pipe covered in Hammerite gel, it was just a green mess. Didn't remove much, just made everything sticky and worse looking. So, sandpaper again, definitely the winner here. Honestly, the gel's not worth the money for a job like this. Then it was time for the bleach test, Harpic 10x. With my now green stained brush, thanks Hammerite, I worked into the tight corners of the balance pipe. After 10 minutes, I started to see some metal. Progress. Gave it another coat and left for 20 minutes. Partly thanks for a tea break. When I rinsed it off, it had made a decidable difference. Still rusty in places, but now I could see potential. So I gave the rest of the pipe the same Harpic treatment. Again, some improvement, but it wasn't magic. Now during all this, I managed to bend the balance pipe while removing it from one of the down pipes it was stuck onto. Bought a tool on Amazon to fix it. There's a whole separate video on how that went sideways, but it did get most of the dent out before breaking. With the worst of the rust gone, I moved on to polishing. I had a bench polisher for ages, bought it after I needed it, typically. Finally time to use it, starting with the brown compound, meant for aluminium, close enough. Then switched to green, and finally the white for the final polish. The result, not perfect, but so much better. These pipes are over 40 years old. They've earned their battle scars. Now back to the Laverda. Time to fit them. First step, copper exhaust gaskets. A little trick, a dab of grease to hold them in place. The Laverda uses 2 small half-moon spacers inside the finned exhaust clamp. Fiddly, but doable. I loosely fitted one downpipe, then slotted in the balance pipe. Don't forget the clamps. The originals were gone too far, that's the clamps I'm talking about, so I replaced them with some from Amazon, after cutting the old ones off with a grinder. Fitting the second pipe meant jiggling it between the exhaust port and the balance pipe at the same time. Bit of persuasion with a rubber mallet helped. Once everything is roughly in place, I tightened both sides gradually, a bit on one, then a bit on the other, so it all seated evenly. Silencers went on loosely first, then I carefully tightened the fin clamps, especially on the side with the cast aluminium clamp. It's fragile and known to break. The other side is made of solid alloy, much better. Finally, I tightened the balance pipe's clamps, gave everything the once over, and done. She's back together. Solid, secure, and ready to ride. Thanks for watching. I hope you enjoyed another round with the bike that keeps giving. If you like this kind of hands-on content, tap subscribe for more tools, tips, reviews, and all things motorcycle. Ride safe, and I'll catch you next time. Please like, comment, share, subscribe. Thank you.